It's not a secret that in Spain we love English words more and more every single day. I hear people saying, oye, ¿me puedes dar tu feedback en el meeting? ¿Por qué? We have so many words in Spanish, we don't really need to use anglicismos. But I guess it's something fashionable. However, we love English words so much that if they don't exist, we make them up. Let me explain what I mean. We think we're being very international. We are fluent in English. But in reality, no English speaker has ever heard these words in their life. They don't exist. We made them up thinking that they were English words, but they're not. So let's have a look at what are the fake English words only Spaniards use. And of course, as usual, I'm keeping an ace up my sleeve because at the end, I will tell you a story that not only will blow your mind, but it will make you the most memorable person at every single dinner party, especially this Christmas if you tell this story. Are you ready? Venga, vamos. The first word we've made up and we use on a daily basis is footing. Vamos a hacer footing. We think it means let's go jogging, let's go running. But in English, footing actually means your balance. Like, I lost my footing. We would never use this in English as I'm going running, I'm going footing. But in Spanish we do. We say, me voy a hacer footing. Sí, me gusta mucho hacer footing. Españoles, si usáis esto en inglés y decís I love doing footing, probablemente la gente se va a pensar que tenéis un fetiche con los pies o algo. The correct form would be let's go jogging or let's go running, but English speakers, if you hear it in Spain, vamos a hacer footing, you know what that means. And let's continue with activities I would never do in my life. Puenting. ¿A qué os suena? What does that sound like? Puente, bridge. Puenting. I think I'm doing an activity from a bridge. What could I be doing? If I tell you, este fin de me voy a hacer puenting, I'm going bungee jumping. So as a Spanish speaker, I say puenting y me quedo tan ancha. I think I'm being bilingual here. I think I'm basically super international saying, hey, I'm going puenting. I love doing puenting. No, señores. En inglés, bungee jumping. And on this note of extreme sports that we have invented in Spain, balconing. Me estoy metiendo en un jardín. A ver cómo os explico esta. Okay, so balconing is not really a sport, but it's a verb that we use a lot in the summer, especially when you're watching the news of Mallorca, Ibiza, and so on. It basically means jumping from balconies into the pool, something I would not recommend that anyone does ever. Disclaimer alert. In English, guess what? That's not a word, but in Spanish, we hear it a lot. Hizo balconing. He did balconing. What? Jumping from a balcony. It's like puenting, jumping from a bridge. Moving away from extreme activities you'd never see me doing, parking. Actually, this one can also be an extreme activity, but I do it very often. No encuentro parking. If I say that in Spanish, what do you think I'm saying? I don't find a parking spot. But in English, parking comes from park, to park. It's a verb. It's not a place. Whereas in Spanish, it becomes a place. ¿Dónde está el parking? Where's the parking lot? So yeah, in Spain, el parking, it's that magic unicorn that you can only find in Madrid during August. Qué bien se aparca en Madrid en agosto, ¿eh? ¡Ay, qué gusto! Seguimos con zapping. Estoy haciendo zapping. It means you're switching TV channels. But in English, we don't say zapping. I am zapping. In English, we say I am flicking through the TV channels. You could even say I'm channel surfing, but that's what they teach you in the books. Realistically, I've never heard anyone saying it. Zapping is 100% made in Spain. Fun fact, it also then became a TV program that is now called Zapeando. Zapeando. That sounds more Spanish. Ando. Zapeando. Excuse me, do you have a pen drive? What? A pen? Yeah, sure, here you go. No. Un pen drive. Pen drive. Pen drive? I was convinced this was an English word. Turns out it's not. Pen drive, it's only used in Spain. El pen drive de toda la vida. Pásame el pen drive. What does it mean? It's the famous USB stick in English, or the flash drive, sometimes called. So, españoles, si decís, can I have your pen drive, please? People are thinking, most English speakers would think that you're asking them for a pen. Y ahora voy a hacer Autostop. Again, I was convinced this was an English word. So when I first went to the US, I was like, oh, look, he's doing autostop. Autostop? Patri? ¿Qué dices? Little did I know. In English, we say it hitchhiking, don't we? In Spain, we say autostop. Why? Because we want the auto to stop. You guys, English speakers, complicating things way too much. Autostop. Perfecto. It's like popcorn. Makes sense. But hitchhiking? Who the hell thought of that? Huh? Moving on. Eres un crack. Es super top. These two words are used so much, especially nowadays. Crack y top. People think that they're English words, but actually they're as Spanish as they come. We love saying, ese tío es un crack. But in English, we don't say that. We say he's brilliant, he's a legend, he's a superstar, things like that, right? And the same happens with es muy top. But crack, we usually only apply it to people, whereas top, we can apply it for anything, really. Este libro es muy top. This book is amazing, it's great, es muy top. No English speaker says that, right? It sounds English, but no English person says it's very top. My mom uses this one a lot and she cracks me up every time she uses it. Alto standing. Well, she would normally say alto standing, you know, the S, standing. Alto standing. This one is next level. We can, for example, say es un barrio alto standing, meaning it's a fancy, it's a luxurious, it's a fancy area, it's a luxurious neighborhood. Es un barrio de alto standing. But fun fact, alto standing does not exist in English, as you guys might know. We must have taken high standing and then turn it into some sort of Spanglish, alto standing, and thought that that would do it. Nobody questioned it. Ese tío es un friki. Friki. What do I mean by this? We use friki all the time. For example, I could say, soy un poco friki de Star Wars. Yes, it comes from the English word of freak, but in English we would say, I'm a bit of a geek, I'm a nerd. In Spanish, we turned it into friki, friki. And yes, spelled like this, friki. And it is time, my friends. Es la hora de daros la mejor historia, the best story of all times. But before I do that, are you one of those people that says, you know what, I can understand Spanish, but I can't really speak it? Have you been stuck in that cycle for God knows how long? Well, if that's the case, please join my community and I'll help you out get to the level where you need to be. We have online live lessons every single day of the week. We have courses from A1 to C2, so for all levels. We do meetups and events for you to practice your Spanish and meet other people on the same boat as you. And I know I'm biased, but we do have the best community. Así que, the link. ¿Que dónde está el link? You know where the link is at this point. El link está en mi bio. Así que, head that way. Y ahora, without further ado, la historia del chumino. Like I said, this story is wild. It's a wonderful story of misunderstanding and miscommunication. Now, chumino is a Spanish slang for pussy. Yes, my friends. The story goes back in the day to when British tourists came to Spain looking for fun. And at some point they would hang out with certain girls, chicas de vida alegre, que las llamaba mi abuela. And they might say, show me now, show me now, show me now, show me now. Now, in the area of Andalucía, you know that the C and the H is pronounced like sh, 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 okay? Porque es el acento andaluz, chiquillo, chiquillo. That's the perfect example. Instead of chiquillo, they say chiquillo. So the Andalusians would hear show me now. And out of those three words, they made the word chumino. Show me now, show me now, show me now, chumino, chumino. ¿Qué era el chumino? What did they think that chumino was? What did they think they were asking them to do? Show me now. They wanted to see it. Therefore, show me now became chumino. At least that's what the Spanish girls had. And that's how British tourism gave us a new word. Thank you very much, England. So now you know, Spaniards, we love English, but we still prefer our own version of English. Can't even be called Spanglish. It's something else. Now let me know in the comments which of these fake words you actually use and you've heard before, and if I've missed any of them, okay? And make sure that you use the story of chumino wisely. Un besito y hasta la próxima. Adiós!